Oh, are we rolling? Are we live, Hannah? Sorry, guys. Okay. Hey, guys. J. Paul here. I didn't know she started. You're making fun of his cap. We're out here. Y'all are always clowning around. So, hey, guys. J. Paul Jackson here, Catch and Release Live. We're running a little bit late today. Unfortunately, we were going to come to you from the water, but as usual, it seems like May and June, we get that wind noise, and now we got the dead gum leaf blowers in the background too here.
That's the wind.
That ain't just the wind. So guys, let us know in the comments if it gets too loud here in the background. Wind noise, Hannah's doing all she can to block that today. But anyway, guys, I'm coming to you today. What?
She's using her hand.
She's using her hand. All right, so we're coming to you live today from here near Mobile, Alabama, Mobile Bay. We're actually in Daphne, Alabama. I want to give a big shout out to the people here at the Homewood Suites who taking really, really good care of Dexter and Jonathan and I. And as you can see, I don't have Jeremy with me today, and I hate it for you. I really do, Boy Wonder, because today we've got a couple of three very, very special guests. First of all, up here on the boat, we have Jonathan Davis. He is a legendary guide in Arkansas. He was the main man behind guiding all around wind work, pluck a duck for a while. Fixing to whack me in the back of the head here real quickly. But I had to say something about you. You know, and of course I'm J. Paul, I'm nobody. And then, man, fresh back from the last couple of weeks from Los Angeles, from 16th season of The Voice on NBC. We've got two of my very, very good friends, two guys that I absolutely love. So proud they're part of the Excel team. Filling in for Jeremy Coe today, I've got the exceedingly handsome and charming Rod Stokes and the mediocre Dexter Roberts. Dexter actually finished higher than Rod, so I was trying to really help Rod's self-esteem here. Appreciate it. You want me to give you a paper cut and put some lemon juice in it next?
No, there's a bridge down the road. There's a bridge. That one without water underneath it. We're going to try it.
No, seriously, guys. Man, I am really, both these guys are uber talented. I couldn't carry a tune in a paper sack. You know, Dexter, for like 3 or 4 years, every year, Dexter and I would meet up in Nashville at the National Wild Turkey Federation annual convention, and he would play and he would sing, and we'd meet folks together and stuff, and he'd put on a show. And a lot of the folks that we really like, folks from Water's Edge Coolers and ABO, we were there last year with those guys, and Dexter was always after me. Why don't you sing something? So today when we were on the boat, I actually did start to sing about the Blackwater, keep it on rolling. And Dexter's first words were, "Oh my God, now I know why you never would sing with me."
It's pretty good.
No, it was horrible. It was horrible.
starting to catch some fish.
We did start catching
We
fish.
just catching fish.
Yeah, and now look, you're quiet and you're not singing. You're going to have to project because we got a load of background noise.
That's right.
Do me a favor, Jonathan. The two guys with the relief floors that were supposed to be done 20 minutes ago, will you just go beat the living crap out of
be
them?
that guy?
Yeah.
I can be that guy.
Please do.
Can we do that?
Yeah. So our technical difficulties, hang on, Hannah, and then you can do it. No, I'm just joking. Don't go
I
beat
got
up
this. I got this.
All right. So our technical difficulties were because the people at the hotel told us to be sure and do this in their parking lot and everything. And then the landscape crew showed up and started making all kinds of noise. So that was actually our technical difficulties today. The guys, they've been here ready to go and talk about fishing, hunting, singing a little bit, The Voice for a while now. I think he's really good. Go over there and say something.
That's right.
I wish he'd run out of gas.
Are you talking about Jonathan, the guys
No,
with the leaf blower?
the leaf blower.
All right, good. So what do we got, Hannah?
Okay, Mr. Dave Lee Hemmingson said a good show is worth waiting for.
Thank you, Dave. Dave is our Water's Edge cooler guy.
Mr. Dave, thank you.
so much,
You
man.
are the man. Like I use my every day, daily.
Dave sent him a couple of coolers and a couple of tumblers back a few weeks ago, and both these guys absolutely love them. Okay, Hannah.
Mr. Billy Hammock said Hannah's the star of the show. You know it, Mr. Billy. And Mr. Lloyd Hartley said hi to all.
Hey, Lloyd, thank you so much for being with us every week, guys. And we don't have a giveaway this week. I got to figure something out.
We can give him fillets.
Well, we got fish
Yeah.
fillets. So,
Hey, it's a shame we're not doing best comment this week because Mr. Chris Inman just said, please don't sing. That's not your thing. I've heard you.
Comment of the week.
thank
Dead
you,
on,
Chris.
Mr.
I really
Chris.
appreciate that a great deal. Jonathan really went and ran the guys. Oh my gosh. Why is that guy bleeding?
Got 10 minutes.
You are the man. What did it cost you? My wallet's up in the room, so I can't help you
We'll
there.
sell them
He's
later.
a, he's a man.
By the way, Hannah's trying to block the wind noise, so if you're having trouble hearing or anything like that, please comment and let us know. We want to address that because I promise you, if you ever wanted to hear a catch and release, today is the day you definitely want to hear it. Am I right, John?
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, are you going to sing something before we're done?
Dexter's fixing to, right?
I'm gonna let you sing. I'm
Yeah,
just
sure.
gonna
Go
play.
ahead. You play
No,
your
I'm
song.
gonna go for it.
One of them's going to sing here in just a second. I'm going to buy them dinner if they do or something like that. Or actually, I'm going to sing if they don't. That'll incentivize. But we actually started out, and if you want to take a look, you'll see that earlier today we really were on the water. And if today had been a contest, J. Paul nor Jeremy would have won. The big winner would have been this guy, Dexter Roberts. Caught not one, but well, actually caught several. But he landed 2 speckled trout that were in the 22 to 24 inch range.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
At least he won
Were they
out.
badass?
They weren't pretty big. At least he won out here.
He was. Oh, I can't believe you said that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say. I can't. I mean.
Hey, Malin was good.
Oh yeah.
She's a lot prettier
She
than
is.
both you guys.
Agreed. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
wife, Kimberly, probably thinks he's prettier, but you both speak
Probably
very
not.
highly.
But
I mean, she's a
she's
good girl.
incredible. Incredible. Well deserved. Incredible. She's great. Super talented.
Which is pretty cool.
Voice of an angel.
Yeah. Voice of an angel. You know, that's pretty cool. It says a lot about these guys being a class act for them to talk about the winner and beat them. But the young lady that way. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chad, forgive me if I pronounce your last name wrong, but Mr. Chad Wog
Chad Waugh. Yes, sir. Chad, how
said,
are you?
hey guys. He said, hey guys. And Miss Vicky Wynn said,
What's
Captain
up?
Doug and Vicky checking in from the road. Hannah's the pro now. I love the love. Thank you. Mr. Chris said, sound is fine. Go for it.
Hot dog.
And Mr. Lloyd Hartley said, it is good. Go ahead. Your sound is fine on my end.
All right, so before it gets noisy again, we're going to talk boats, we're going to talk fishing a little bit, the stuff we normally do in catch and release. But before it gets noisy, I do want everybody to hear this. First off, we started talking about the music. Tell me, and tell it loud where they can hear us.
Yeah.
Tell me about that guitar.
Man, this is the guitar that Blake gave us. Top 13.
Yeah.
Top 13.
So did you get one too?
I won on
Rod,
Blake's team.
Rod
Oh.
on his team that time.
I was on everyone's
everybody's
team.
team.
I should have got 3 guitars. I should have gotten 3 guitars, but
For you guys that don't follow the show but know the format, Dexter got a 4-chair turn. He was Team Blake from beginning to end. How many chairs? How many people got turns in the blinds?
48.
Yep.
You got to talk loud.
48.
48.
48.
And you got 3rd, and you got 5th.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And how many people actually auditioned in the blinds? Hundreds,
Thousands.
thousands.
She's
No, it was.
six
Oh my gosh. It was like thousands.
Several hundred, if not thousands, of people did blind auditions. 48 got tickets to go to Hollywood, which this isn't that other crappy show, but got the chance to go to LA and work with the coach. These guys, 3rd and 5th, Dexter got a 4-chair turn, picked Blake, stayed with him all the way through. Rod got a 3-chair turn. Blake, Adam, and John Levine chose Blake, got stolen by Adam, and then the team that he really wanted to be on. Am I wrong?
So technically, I don't know who John Levine
John
is.
Levine.
Must be
I'm
Adam's.
sorry, John Legend.
Must
John
be Adam's brother.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
John.
He's coming on the show now.
He's coming on the show now.
Since
John
Adam's
Levine.
leaving.
Yeah.
Technically, if we really want to get down to it, after I ended up on Kelly's team, I ended up with a 4.
Yeah, he got
turn.
4
That's
chairs.
right.
Yes, that's right. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Yes. What's up? So wound up on Kelly's team. Pretty cool.
I have to boost my own self-esteem. They tear it down for me. I'm sorry.
Hey, but you look. Oh, and Jeffrey Whitlock. Look at this. You know why? By the way,
Thanks for the
before we get to
hats.
the flat brim, the reason why Rod's here and not my boy Dex. Blake hugged, loved, and kissed on him so much during the show. He wanted to make sure that he was away from me today so we didn't get more.
You gotta get us some sugar. He finna get you.
No, we ain't gonna do no kissing. I
don't mind if you need a kiss. I mean,
I appreciate that, buddy. But check out Rod. Everybody's been wanting to see me in the flat brim. So I found a brother that loves the flat brim, happy to sport it. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of them. Jonathan took one also. These guys love the flat bill Jeffrey. Looks really good on Rod. Of course, when you're 6 foot 8 inches tall, I mean, this guy is bigger than the boy wonder, his big ass. And played college football, can slap your head right off your neck, so I wouldn't make no handy. That's you.
I was looking for something.
I hear you. Anyway, so he's sporting the flat brim. Yes, ma'am. What you got?
Okay, Mr. Dave Hemmingson said Dexter and Rod really rock the voice. It was our pleasure to send the coolers. Thank you for how you represent your faith all the time.
Amen.
Mr. Antonio Jones said this is awesome.
Hey, Antonio. Thank you, buddy.
Mr. Greg Stockton said, I bought a Morton from a yard sale for $75 as an M15, hell of a day.
I'll buy it for $100.
Mr. Jeffrey Whitlock said, before they start singing, get that camera in close. These guys are some of the best around. We want to hear it good.
Yeah. All right, so move on in just a little bit, Hannah.
Mr. Jeffrey said, looks good, Rod.
Yeah, sporting it. All right, so look, they look way better than I do. I'm just going to kind of stay close. So you've got the Takamine that Blake Shelton bought him, gave him as a gift. That's pretty cool.
Oh man, I was super blessed.
About $3,500, $4 grand now.
Yeah, yes. When we all got different guitars and everybody was opening up theirs. You know, I was the last one to open mine. I was like, and I opened it up and I seen what it was. And I was like, oh man, this right here is top of the line.
It's beautiful. I love the snowflakes too.
Oh yeah.
That's gorgeous, man. So what are you going to sing for us before we start talking boats?
Only flat during winter though.
Because snowflakes will melt. That's BS because it's melting out here today. By the way, Dave, I've used that little release button several times because your vacuum seal is awesome. So,
if you see that fifth person in the background, it's probably Satan because it's hotter than 8 hills out here today. Amen. But what do you play something? We'll sing. Just go.
You don't sing something.
Mess with her, you see a man getting man. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little love boy. You heard about love and giving sight to the blind. My baby loving till the sun will shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Hey, yeah.
That's right. Hey,
nice job.
We got a crowd over there.
Hey, all right, we'll do another one. But they will.
Y'all pass the plate. Pass the plate. We got kids to feed. I really don't have kids.
He's afraid he's going to go to hell for lying now. This is a guy that sang a song with the voice about drinking who's never had alcohol touch his lips.
No, I have. I've drank alcohol before.
Just not much.
Never been drunk.
Never been drunk?
Yeah, never been drunk. I've had more, well, y'all probably had more at one setting than I've had in my entire life.
Oh, I guarantee you I've had...
Yeah. You have.
Let me tell you something. I quit drinking once. It was the worst day of my life. But I'm joking, guys. I'm really joking. I'll drink. But yes, I have drank a lot more than you. Man, Dexter hardly drinks at all either.
That's right.
That's the way to keep it. But Jonathan makes up for it for Dexter. Everybody up there. JD will take care of his slack, right? Sorry, JD. It is what it is, right? Yeah, what's up? Anyway, we did get to go out fishing now. We got a little singing. We'll come back. Would you do one more in a minute?
Yeah.
Or two?
Yeah, I'll play it. You sing.
So let me tell you, both of these guys have come back from Los Angeles with their voices shredded from all that time. When I talked to him, actually Rod, I tell you, we've become really good friends. And you privileged me when you called me from the airport on your way home. That was a big deal. I mean, seriously, to me, that was a huge deal. And your voice was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a tough road.
Vocally exhausted. I mean, you're singing. Decks can, you know,
Day in and day out.
every day. I mean, when you have an off day or any time off, if you're not sleeping, you're practicing a song and trying to get it together because you want to perfect it and you want it to be right. And I mean, it weared us out, you know.
Yeah, each level that we made it to, it just kept, you know, more songs and less time to sleep and less time to work on your songs. It's, you know, but
Wore us out vocally. I was just exhausted. My vocals were literally exhausted.
So let's talk a little bit about your time on the show, if that's okay. I mean, I know we won't. Dexter could care less about talking about the show. He wants to talk about catching fish and the fact that he beat all of us today. Am I wrong?
oh man, no, I had a good time.
It was a large time, Dave. But yeah, we get to talk about that sort of stuff a whole lot on the show. I'd like to kind of hear. Start with you, Dexter. How nervous were you when you came up there for that blind audition? And you've got Adam Levine, John Legend, not Adam's brother John Levine, Adam Levine, Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, Blake Shelton sitting there judging you.
Man, I really wasn't that nervous when I walked up. You know, when I walked up to and got on the stage and finally I seen all the crowd. I was more nervous behind the scenes, you know, and not being able to see everybody, you know, because I love the crowd and I love the reaction from everybody. And when that band kicks off, man, I just feel in my element. But it was so cool, you know. Right when they started talking, that's when I started getting nervous because I was like, oh no, I don't know who I'm gonna go pick and that kind of stuff. But you know, at the
You
end,
really didn't know who you were gonna pick.
Well, when I walked in, I was like, you know, if Blake turns around, 100% gonna go with him. But if he don't turn around, I didn't know out of them who I was.
But then they all four turned
Yeah, they
around.
all-
Did that leave you in a
Oh,
quandary?
man, no, I knew who I was gonna pick at the end. You know, when I seen him, they all started talking. John started talking first, and then Kelly started talking, and then Adam started talking. And at the very, very end, when Blake started, you know, I was like, yeah, 100% go.
How cool was it when John started making a play on your name, like
Yeah,
you know,
back
the
and forth.
Dexit or,
But what's crazy
or the
about it-
Dexision?
What's crazy about it, they cut out so much of that, so it was actually a lot more of them going back and forth. They did the same thing with you too, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they cut a lot out. I mean, it's crazy how much you cut out. I mean, you have to fit it for TV.
Right. It's got to be edited down. So they really are. That's real. They're going.
Oh, yeah.
When they're arguing, I mean, there was
it's
a lot
real.
of argument over you, Rod, in particular, right there, because Adam turned around like that. I mean, you didn't get your first verse out when Adam turned around, and then it seemed like, you know, there was some, particularly jawing between Blake and Adam, like there always is. How real is that?
Oh, it's super real. I mean, you're standing on stage like an old mule eating briars. You're just like, you know, looking back and forth, who you gonna choose? I mean, it's real. I mean, the one, my first, you know, initial pick never turned for me.
Yeah.
And Kelly was my first, you know.
So you
pick.
wanted Kelly from the get-go.
from the get-go. I mean, every time they asked me, it's like, who would you pick if you had a team? I'm like, Kelly Clarkson. I mean, because vocally it made sense.
Hey guys, thank you guys very much. If you need to get back started, go ahead. Appreciate that though. Our crew's over here. They gave us a reprieve, took a break for real. You did a great job, Jonathan. So,
He threatened their lives. That's terrible.
Jonathan was a college athlete. He went over there and told them what was going to happen if they didn't turn it off. By the way, you guys, we're not going to go super long today, but if you're watching and you've got a question for Dexter or Rod or John, JD for that matter, yeah, throw them out there. They'd be happy. I mean, I just heard Dexter say shoot them, so that's why I'm now saying they'd be happy to entertain any questions you guys have. So for you, Rod, and Dexter, coming back to you, when were you the most nervous?
Probably at the very, very end when we had to sing 3 songs. And actually, we had to sing 4 songs. We had to, you know, sing with another artist that played for us and stuff like that. And I was more. I called him. I was like, man, I don't know, you know, because I got my song like super late because we was trying to figure out what songs. You know, I knew what cover I was going to do.
Right.
You know, I was going to do another Randy Houser song. And I talked to Blake about that and the vocal team, and we got that nailed down. And then we looked for a song to be original, you know, and that's really tough on us to pick because you want that's going to be your single for that's going to be your last song that's just going to be out for everybody to get, and you want it to represent you.
By the way, so now's a good time. Your single is called
Looking Back.
Looking Back.
Yeah.
It's a single. You can find it in iTunes. Apple has it available. Please go download it, check it out. It is great. It's climbing up the country charts right now, even as we speak. Your Midnight Rider was amazing. It's done extraordinarily well in Apple. If you want to hear this guy really do it better than the Allman Brothers, go to iTunes, download Midnight Rider, The Voice by Rod Stokes. No, that was an incredible performance. I mean, we listen to it all the time.
He must be wanting a hug and a kiss.
Yes,
You keep that up, J. Paul.
You know, right, brother. So, to you, Rod, when were you the very most nervous? And I think I know what it was.
To be honest with you, the most nervous would have to be my blind audition. Because it's like week by week I got more and more comfortable and in my element. And the last week I was on the show, I mean, I had to sing 4 songs. And then being able to sing, a duet with Maylin, a duet with Kelly. I mean, it was just incredible.
Don't stop with Kelly.
But my blind audition would have to be when they started hitting the buttons is when I got nervous.
And then when Kelly didn't turn, how disappointed were you?
I was extremely disappointed. Like, really, I was like, come on. Like, they could have all stayed turned around and just let her turn around. I'd have been fine. But no, it worked out perfect. Like, it was, if you're going to sing and you want to sing and you want to pursue that, hey, test the water, go try the voice.
That's right.
I mean, really, it's something special. It's great. I mean, and
it changed our lives.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's an incredible platform it gives you, and the people, the millions of people that get to see you. And
I got to meet this guy.
Yeah.
So that brought me to what I thought might be your most. I can't remember. I think it was. So it was in the battle rounds, and Blake chose you, right? And then Adam said that he was going to go country on country. Is that not right?
Yeah, we didn't know who was going to get.
And
that was on the cross battles.
In the cross battles. So let me back up here for those of you that didn't watch the show or do, but maybe don't recall this. So this year they changed the format a little, and instead of having a battle round, first they have battles and then knockouts in the previous seasons. But this year instead they did battles and then cross battles replaced the knockouts. And in the cross battles, the new format, someone from one team competed with someone from another team. Previously in the knockouts, you were still going team on team, just like in the battles. So these guys had been roommates out there. They'd become really, really good friends. And in the cross battles, Blake chose Adam Levine and challenged him. And he said he was going to throw his best out there, and he was going to give him Blake. And we're sitting at home watching this. And I know the guys, we'd even text and stuff and FaceTime after the show a lot of times on Monday and Tuesday night. Adam's looking at his crew and who he's going to pick to go against.
I just knew he was going to pick Rod.
Do you really think he was?
I thought he was.
And then he said,
we was both kind of like, oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because we had talked to the previous people that had been on the show, and they was like, oh, they would never put somebody like your roommate or something like that. They'd never put your roommate together. And I was like, oh, that's fine. And he picked me to sing, and I was like, oh man, he's going to pick.
And then he challenges Adam, and then Adam made the statement, I'm going to have to go against country on country. And you were in the background, and I watched you just deflate for a second.
I was devastated. I was like, look, don't put me up against him, man. That would have been just terrible. I mean, knowing the friendship that we built, you know what I mean? The relationship that we have.
And what was the other guy's name?
Andrew.
And then when he announced he was putting out Andrew, you looked over at him, and did you wink at him or something?
I can't remember.
You smiled at him, you gave him a thumbs up or something like, hey, buddy, thank God.
Yeah,
we're not going against each other. One of us ain't sending the other one home.
I'd have blew somebody's wig out or something with my exhale. I was like, good. That'll work.
Feel the breeze down here in Mobile.
Yeah, right. I was like, go ahead. Category 4.
Well, that was pretty cool. Man, before we wrap it up here, why don't you guys, sing one more for us? Dexter, by the way, go ahead. We got some comments. I'm sorry, guys. The boss said we've got comments
That's right.
or questions.
Okay, well, y'all had a lot of good comments while y'all were singing, but my favorite was from Mr. Eddie Brunswick. Finally, some true entertainment. Amen.
I agree, Eddie. Hey, what does that say about us, Jeremy Coe? I guess me and you are
Well,
chopped
Mr.
liver.
Jeremy Coe said, hey guys, hey, I'm missing out. We were just talking about you earlier, Boy Wonder. And questions now. Mr. Billy Hammock said, do they have to go on tour for The Voice now?
There's not a voice tour, is it?
No.
No
They've
voice tour.
talked about it. They've kind of, like, the
Kinda-
last several seasons.
I'm
but-
kind of glad they did because it gives us more time to
Work on your career.
Yeah.
What else, Mr.
Mr. Josh Burton said, you demand, Dexter, now come up to Ohio and fish with us
That's right.
at Anchored Up Catfishing.
Heck yeah.
Anchor it up.
Mr. Jeffrey Whitlock said, so what is next for you boys?
Shoot, to put out music and hopefully get signed by a big deal and start selling out arena tours.
I actually have two really neat in the next 4 weeks. I have two like incredible writing sessions with a guy. He wrote the song. Oh my goodness, Craig Morgan.
You can get mad now.
No.
Something about Sunday. That's what I love about Sunday.
That's what I love about Sunday. His name's Mark Nairmore. And I'll
there a
be
young
with him
lady in
in 2
Knoxville,
weeks.
too, aren't you?
Yeah, I have July the 4th weekend. I'll be in Knoxville with a Grammy-nominated songwriter writing that weekend. So like I'm beyond excited, about what's coming up. So, which I believe the top 8. I mean, you're going to see a lot of them do great things. I really do believe that. Truly.
Here's the thing I admire most about both you guys. Every week, you guys give God the glory.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
And I know both these young men well, and they truly, truly do love the Lord and give Him the glory. And that's the thing, man. You guys have been blessed. I mean, there's going to be a
100%.
lot of opportunities.
100%. He's just opening the doors and we're just walking through them.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like the impact we had, like on the show, behind the scenes.
Hey, tell me
You know what I mean? A lot of
about,
stuff you
tell me
didn't
about,
see.
about the girl that when we went to church, she never
Oh
went to
yeah,
church.
we had a girl that she had been to church. She
Yeah.
was raised. She's like, she put a big post on Instagram. She was like, hey, this season's been special to us or to me, and she said she was raised Methodist, but she identified as atheist, and she went to church with us Easter Sunday morning. And she's like, the impact y'all have had on my life has pretty much been incredible. And it was like, she said faith, Christianity, just kind of hashtag that out. But just to know that we've impacted people's lives. I mean, I've caught flack in certain areas, honestly. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's my journey to please God and God only. We don't please men. We can't
What was
please.
it you told me in Nashville? I'll never be ashamed to own my Lord.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
never. I mean, that's why I'm here today. That's
I've
why
known that
I'm able to
about you
sing.
since the day we met years and years ago. We go back away. I mean, 6,
right.
7 years,
Been a minute.
Happy birthday wishes to Hannah when she was younger and stuff.
15.
15.
So that's pretty doggone cool, you guys. What else we got, Hannah?
Mr. Billy Hammock said, praise God. Amen, Mr. Billy. And it's pretty much with the questions. There are a bunch of comments from earlier just about how good y'all sound. But y'all know y'all sound
You
good.
can go look at them and
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank you
So
so
what you
much.
gonna sing now?
What do you want to do? I gotta have a capo for
You don't have a capo?
This is about the 3rd time we've been together when you've left your
it.
capo at home.
We might need to get a pencil and a hair bow. Remember we did
I know we
that?
did. So Dexter comes to my house a few years ago. He gives a concert for my girls, his friends, in our living room, and takes one of the girls' hair bow and a pencil and makes a capo out of it.
He cooked us chicken that night too.
That's right.
That was good chicken.
Yes, sir, it was.
He's MacGyver over here.
Yeah.
Give him a bar of soap and some baby keys, he'll get out of a Russian prison. I'm sorry, Pookie.
Oh, that was good. So what are we gonna sing then?
What do you want to sing? Oh, shoot. What do you want to sing?
I'm not singing anything, brother.
Oh, shoot, man. You put me on the spot.
I've been.
You want to do
Sing it, go ahead.
I can only imagine wouldn't be right when I walk by your side. I can only imagine only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or will only you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak? Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
And I found myself standing in the sun. Only imagine, yeah, but only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in all of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine.
Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Oh, and all you be still? Will I stand in your presence? With my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak? Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
You gotta read them a couple of times.
Goodness, yeah. Mr. Lloyd Hartley said amen. Mr. Dave Lee Hemingson said, oh my, you've made my day and are making me cry singing this song. We sang that song at church the day my daughter got baptized. Mr. Robert Bryan said, great song and great singing, guys. And Mr. Eddie Brunswick said, this will be a tough act to follow up next week for J. Paul and Jeremy.
No kidding, Eddie. You're right. We're in trouble, guys.
And Mr. Jake Marker said, incredible guys. God bless you.
Should have been
y'all
with us
so
today,
much.
Jake. Hope you're with us in the
Thank
morning.
y'all so much.
Yes, sir.
That's
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
for
yeah,
having
man.
us
Thanks for
on.
having
Oh, dude.
Man,
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
taking us fishing.
Hey, yeah, well, we're fixing to wrap this up now.
Yeah.
Before we go, we got a couple more minutes here. You might want to tell any of your friends, join now to watch, because we're fixing to wrap this thing up. But man, hard to change even gears after that. You guys have no idea. And when you turned it up and then you turned it up, that was so amazing. Such a blessing to get to be here and be part of Leaning Against the Sailboat.
Yeah, man. This boat.
Probably the coolest thing. No, this is the.
Really
we do
love
this
this
about
boat.
the boat. Yeah.
Really love this boat.
Really love this boat.
Boss, if you're
Excel,
watching, I love this
really
boat,
love
but
this
today's
boat.
pretty cool.
Hashtag wink.
Hashtag been trying to get one.
Hey, I'm working with you, Daddy, right
We
now.
are, but we're in the middle of buying one.
Yeah, we're gonna hook y'all
Like,
up
we
with a
want-
Pro 203 like this, or 220, I think, what your daddy wants.
Yeah, I love it.
What did you think of the boat today on the water? Seriously,
Oh
Daddy.
man, it was
Finally got a
It
segue
was,
there.
it was awesome. You know, there's so much stuff you can put in there for sure. But being on the boat, you know how comfortable it is. You know, on the water. We know we went through some rough seas out there. You know,
This
today.
morning when we started out, the weatherman, as usual, had it all wrong. We had 15 knot winds coming out of the northwest, and we were running across the bay from the east
Felt
side.
like butter, man, going
Yeah,
across the way.
it really did. You
Like
know,
10-foot seas, wasn't it? Just
No, it
Cadillac.
wasn't anything like that. No, it wasn't even white capping, but we had pretty good. I mean, it's just what
You
you
can
think,
ask
JD?
you can ask Hannah. You know, she's getting sprayed.
Yeah,
It was an awful ride. He goes too fast and it was super bumpy. It was not smooth.
Hannah, you just got me fired. Thank you. To her, it was bumpy, but she drives, well, never mind. She drives a really nice car, so we're not even going to talk about that. Don't bring it up. So she thinks anything is bumpy.
Yeah,
It
but-
really wasn't bad at all. And she got, she was way back in the boat on the
Oh,
side
yeah,
of the
for
roof
sure.
going in. She got
When-
sprayed one time
Yeah.
because this hull just takes it away.
Yeah.
It really does move the spray out well. Did you get wet at all?
I didn't.
Yeah, you were sitting in the jump seat.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not at all. It really is a great ride. I found out you were a
Dexter
great
may have
fisherman.
spit. That may have been why you
That's
got
what it
wet.
was. Yeah, yeah.
He may have been
Oh, yeah.
Spitting on my little girl.
Full head of hair was soaked.
Yes, sir. We had a great time. We're going to bring back some photos. Got a little video today of Dex landing a really nice fish. Hopefully my buddy Jake Marcus is going to
First
join the
one.
Skin in the Morning, be our guide. Yeah. Yeah, you caught the first one of the day and the
caught
best of the day.
The first, I've never caught one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first
It's awesome.
speck you've ever caught.
Yeah, yeah.
And catching it on artificial bait, which
Oh,
is really
specs.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
we've got the
cleaned it
fillets
up.
in the.
We cleaned it up.
fillets
Who
are cool.
cleaned the-
JD.
Actually, JD did the cleaning.
JD, bring it home.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir.
There we
you
go.
On the camera, that's right, Hannah. Yes, ma'am. So we had a great time. We're going to be back on the water in the morning. Then I got to go back to work. I got a factory to build. Lots of other stuff to get taken care of. But guys, it has been. I
I'm
tell you,
sorry,
we didn't even talk about giveaways
I
today.
cough
but
boats.
in yours and JD's honor, we're going to get you a boat. I promise. We're working on this boat. You just keep wearing those yourself.
Mr.
Well,
Eddie
give me a boat.
Mr. Eddie Brunswick said, are they taking the boat with them on tour? Well, they can't do that if they don't have one yet.
That's
So
right.
Hey, they can use mine.
Oh, Hannah, she's going on tour with us.
No. Your daddy, we're fixing to help. Oh boy, get hooked up here.
I never throw you under the boat.
I know.
Bus. No, sorry.
Oh man. Well, before you gonna sing one more? Something simple, something
Sing,
short.
Dick. Sing
What
something.
do you want to say?
All right, quit playing games and sing.
Oh, man.
Dixieland Delight,
No.
the college version.
No, what do we want to hear?
Every time I fall, I get back up again.
That's great.
Since my saddle
It's my favorite.
He does Randy Houser better than Randy Houser.
Don't be cussing me now.
let it take me where it wants to go.
What kind of rodeo?
Dango.
I like the rodeos. I like the dang rodeos.
I know this life is crazy, but I'll be home soon, baby. I'll ride in on a sunny day, sing you songs to your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my head like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots, drive you out like a cowboy. Baby, you know that I can't stay long. Wake up, I'll be gone. Till then, I'll hold on
Sing it.
like a cowboy.
You need to sing that chorus again.
Your picture tucked inside this hat brings me love. I need a bunch of that. This midnight winding road runs through my blood.
Bring it on back.
Brings me love.
Chorus it up.
And like I said on wood, I know it's hard on you, like I always do. I'll ride in on a sunny day, sing you songs to your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my head like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots, drive you out like a cowboy. Baby, you know that I can't stay long. Wake up, I'll be gone. But till then, I'll hold on like a cowboy. Like a cowboy. Guys, thanks so much for having us, man.
Thank y'all so much.
Man, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to get back on the water with you guys tomorrow morning. Be sure to like and share Catch and Release with Jeremy and J. Paul. Jeremy the Boy Wonder, sorry couldn't be with us, but let me tell you, I had my brothers here today and our buddy JD, our bodyguard, chasing on. I mean, you were bad to the bone, man. Sporting the flat rim too, getting the Jeffrey Whitlock look. By the way, guys, JD, the main reason he came is he wanted to test drive this boat. He's going to surprise his wife by bringing home a brand new Bay Pro 203. We're going over to L&M Marine
Compliments
tomorrow
of
in
Excel.
Stapleton, Alabama.
Compliments of Excel,
Yeah,
J.
well,
Paul
the check
Jackson.
wasn't that big you had to write. He said, honey, you're going to love the boat. Trust me, darling. It is a nice boat, too, so you'll like it.
Yes,
And JD, we really appreciate your business
Thanks for
and
having me.
purchasing one of these boats, too. Okay, Miss Davis, I'm lying. I'm making all that up. Actually, I was looking over his shoulder at his phone. His wife was texting, you better not be bringing home a boat, JD. So I had to throw that in there. Yeah, give us your last comments.
Okay, before we go, which I guess y'all are just gonna have to come back again because y'all got a bunch of requests for Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah. You played by team.
Yeah. Everybody likes Tennessee whiskey.
Mr. Dave said you started late, so you owe us that one. No pressure or anything.
You're not up to it. You're not up to it. Or do you even know it? You're both being non-committal here.
Yeah.
You got Tennessee whiskey?
Just key to
Tennessee whiskey. Yeah. You're as sweet, sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Baby, I stay strong on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, yeah. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Baby, I stay strong
On your love. Oh.
Sing a chorus of it real quick. Sing the chorus. Dexter's stubborn.
He
Dexter
is
as a
he's
mule.
Amen.
As a mule.
Mulish is a really
We're gonna
good.
call him Mule. It's his new nickname.
Amen.
We're gonna get a boat named after him. The XL
I don't
Mule
even think he
edition.
knows the chorus.
It'll run through anything.
Oh, hang on. We might have some here.
It's Tennessee whiskey. You're always sweet, strawberry wine. Get it, boy.
Yeah, you're as warm as a glass of brandy.
Honey, I stay strong on your love
Love, yeah.
all the time.
All right, guys. Like, share with everybody. We're fixing to post this here in just a second. Thank you guys for joining us this week for this edition of Catch and Release with J. Paul, Rod, Dexter, and JD
Thank
today.
y'all.
Filling in for Jeremy. Thank you, Hannah, for being here as usual. Remember, tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock Central Daylight Time, my buddy Jeffrey Whitlock and Keith Mitchell, they're going to be bringing you shallow water adventures over on our Mud Buddy social media, Mud Buddy Facebook. Be sure to check out my brothers Jeffrey and Keith tomorrow.
You can find all that at Rod Stokes Music.
And Dexter Roberts.
And Dexter Roberts
I'm
Music.
so sorry.
Available on
I'm
iTunes.
Every bit of the Mud Buddy stuff it goes.
Seriously, hey, check these guys out in the iTunes store. They both have numerous singles. Love When a Man Loves a Woman. Did such an awesome job
Oh,
singing
thank
it. You need to go back and watch some of the episodes of The Voice. You can stream them live from NBC's website. In one, Rod sang When a Man Loves a Woman to his wife, Kimberly, and it was,
Had me crying over there.
amen, had me, my wife,
boy.
everybody cried. Dexter, Hey Jude, several of your great other songs, and they're just awesome. Check them out in iTunes. Follow Dexter Roberts Music on Instagram and Facebook, Rod Stokes Music on Instagram and Facebook. Like, share them also on social media. Any last things you guys want to say before we shut it down?
Man, just thank you so much for, being with us through this whole process.
Yeah.
And voting for us and putting us through every week. We couldn't be here without y'all. It's been a blessing to us, for sure. And, hanging out with you guys, it's a cool experience.
Super cool, man.
Thank y'all.
Love having
Thank
you
y'all
guys
so
as
much.
part of Team Excel too, helping promote
yeah.
us all the way through your entire journey. We started out back in February and followed you all the way through and worked together.
Yeah.
Really appreciate these guys. Love both of you boys. I'll tell you what, y'all are all right.
There's a
I
hug
love
and a
you.
kiss.
I'm
Hug
telling
and a
you.
kiss.
Ain't no kisses. No. You're terrible. You're terrible. It's Dexter
was
that
fishing.
does like all the loving over here. Let me tell you.
Dexter
like
likes
you
the loving.
guys. Check us out next Tuesday, 4 o'clock every Tuesday, Central Daylight Time. Catch and Relief Live with Jeremy and J. Paul. Thanks, guys.